episode of Coaches Convos. I'm Coach Will. I'm always here with Coach Quan. Today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of gym bros. And are you spending too much time in the gym? Are you working out too long? Are you affecting your gains? These go inside, they go back to back, but as always, if you like what we're talking about, be sure to like and subscribe. If you're on Spotify, thank you for listening. If you are on YouTube, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below if there's any topics that you want us to talk about. If there's any videos that you guys want us to react to, any weird workouts, which I'm already compiling a list, that you want us to react to, DM us. Our ads are going to be down here. And I'm already tripping over my words, so do you want to start us off?
Yeah, I would say one of my main benefits that I would say for any casual goer, any new beginner into the gym, or any advanced lifter into the gym, one of the main benefits of having a partner is getting friendly competition. I was going to say healthy competition, but friendly competition is always necessary just to get an extra boost when you're here. Just getting that extra mile while you're going through the workout is always necessary while you're in training or in season or in sport. Just getting that competitive edge, always having that competition necessarily next to you is a good thing that I see. And then that also goes hand in hand with spending too much time in the gym, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. I would also say another main reason for hooking up with a partner is because being inside the gym by yourself, it can get very stale and very boring. So freshening up and getting new ideas, new training patterns, training routines, like when we did it for ourselves, doing the 12 weeks. We're going to be doing 16 weeks now, actually. I'm quite excited. But we did 12 weeks, and I would say 6 of those I did his routine, 6 of those he did my routine. And it was just a new style of training, and your body's not accustomed to doing that. So I was completely sore and feeling it like days after. So it was pretty good doing that. But again, just fresh training styles and new training routines, and just trying new things out while you're with your partner. But those are just 2 things right there. I do got a bunch more, but let's hear what you got.
No, absolutely. I could agree more. The friendly competition part, that was one of the reasons why I was so excited that you wanted to do Syracuse with me, because I needed that competition. I needed that direct, I needed to know who I was going up against, and I needed to work out with who I was going up against. That was such a good motivator for me. That was something that pushed me, and I couldn't agree more. Changing up the workout styles, you leading one, me leading the other. When you led the workouts, I was so sore because you did a bunch of workouts I never did, and then vice versa. We did workouts that you never did. So I couldn't agree more with those 2 pros. Another good pro of having a gym partner is having someone who not only can spot you, also knows your limitations and knows your general strength. So if you're training with someone for a long time, if you guys are consistently in the gym, you're kind of, even if you're not paying attention, like you and I are more hyper focused on stuff like that because we're personal trainers, because we are watching our clients' weights. But you know what your partner can do. You know what they're available of. So if they're not feeling good, if they're not into it, if they're unmotivated, and you see they're half-assing 225, and you know they got 10 reps easy in that, you can push them, you can motivate them, but you can also guide them through it because you also know how to spot your partner specifically. Exactly. And I think we should do a whole video on spotting.
Yeah, most definitely. I would agree.
Because that's very important, and a lot of people don't know how to spot properly, and it's cost a lot of people injury, and it's cost a lot of people PRs, which is mental injury. Nothing's worse than getting a PR rep from you. I remember it's so important to have a spotter you can trust. I remember one time I was going for 225, and at this point I could already rep 225 for 3 to 4, and I was feeling strong that day. I was talking to someone I knew. He was a friend of the gym. And I'm like, yo, can you give me a spot? I take it off the rack. Immediately, all him. He's grabbing, he's pulling at it. I couldn't even bring it all the way down to my chest. And he's already trying to deadlift this off me. Killed my momentum, killed my focus. And then I struggled. It was hard to get that 1 rep up. He's like, yeah, no, you got it next time. Bro, I had it this time.
No. Took it right from you.
You stole it from me.
And that's the thing. We definitely got to do a video on correct spotting and stuff like that.
I'm going to write that down so we don't forget. But
we're probably going to.
Having a spotter and having someone to push you is absolutely important. One of the biggest pros. Another pro is accountability. That's how I was able to stay consistent in the gym. I had a myriad of workout partners that I would train with either all in a group or we would train one at a time. So I always had someone I knew who would come to the gym with me. When no matter how bad I was feeling, how tired I was, I used to have to drive. I worked out east. I worked out in the Hamptons. I worked out in Mattatuck. So it was an hour drive. After a full-time shift, a closing shift, at 10 o'clock at night, I drive all the way across the island to Deer Park to go do a workout at a 24-hour gym because I knew these guys were waiting for me.
Yeah.
And I knew I wasn't going to let them down because I can't do that.
Yeah, and I like that you said that because the accountability hold yourself. You hold yourself to. It also keeps you motivated, like you said. But we'll touch base on that. That also gives you a sense of motivation. You're not just working out for yourself, but you have to be there for your partner. And knowing that if you're having a bad day, you still have to show up. If they're having a bad day, they still have to show up. So that just keeps you more consistent in the gym, gets you guys those results for a longer period of time. Just keeps you going. And I like that you said, excuse me, I like how you said that it also, they push you, but they know your limitations. So with that being said, they're not going to, make you go to a point where you're getting hurt and that takes you out of the gym, but they're going to, get that extra rep out of you, most definitely. Like we were saying before, that extra mile, sometimes some people like getting screamed in their face, like one more, or sometimes some people just like getting a pat on the back after their set is done, saying the next one, you have 2 more reps in you. And sometimes that's all we need, you know what I mean, just to get 1 more extra rep out of us. But knowing our limitations is something that we can is very valuable. But then also knowing that we can push past that threshold in a good fashion is also something that we can do as well.
No, I like that, and I like the different forms of motivation. I'm glad I have noise canceling headphones when I work out with you because I can still hear you clear as day through all my music turned up with noise canceling.
I'm screaming.
1 more. It is motivating.
I'm screaming.
Let me ask you: did you ever get Slap City?
No.
Like, you never had people do that?
I see that now, and it's just like, what?
That's been around since I first started lifting, and I remember, like, my friends would, and it was never would warn me. It would all of a sudden be, Slap City, what? Bang! And they would smack my back, or there was one time, I'm going for a rep, doing decline, and bro slaps my chest so cleanly, I felt my whole chest contract while holding up the weight.
No.
That was the craziest feeling I ever had.
So I guess I get that from, I used to wrestle. So beginning of our wrestling match, coach would go like this with a water bottle. Pour water on his hand, go like this, clap, smack our head twice, then clap again and send us off. So that's insane. Right in the middle of our ear bags, boom, boom.
You were a victim.
So I guess,
that's crazy.
So I guess that's why I did get slapped.
You did, but not for a workout.
No. Now I see these powerlifters, and I'm like, you guys are just fucking crazy.
So funny watching the chalk blast off.
It's not even like, I don't know if it does anything. You said it contracted your muscle. I think it's more so just like a play type of thing.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a contracted muscle like what I'm gonna bring up next, but it was more like out of fear and pain. I was working with these 6'3" big Dominican, smack my chest, shout out to Claudio, and he hit me like crazy. I'm like, oh my god, or I had some heavy-handed Italian, shout out to Anthony. Yeah, no, cámate, por favor. Nah, it was bad.
No.
But
no, never have I.
Yeah, no, I had a bunch of those. I don't do it anymore. I can't imagine doing it to a client. Can you imagine the power dynamic and how quickly you lose that client? You smack their. I mean, some people might like that.
I never.
But you know what I like that you've done, and Danny's done this with me as well, and I started doing it with clients, is poking the muscle.
Yeah.
Is actually having, so if you're doing a chest press or you're doing a chest fly, having them actually touch the chest muscle and you get that stimulus, that external stimulus, so you're feeling it and then you get a better mind-muscle connection.
Yeah, OD. Yeah, most definitely. I like that. That's something that I got from my first initial trainer. His name is Jake Murphy. Shout out to him. He's actually playing lacrosse right now, Division I at Syracuse. Go watch him play. Yeah, I got to watch some highlights on him. So check it out. We're on YouTube. He's on YouTube. We're all here now. All right, but more of the story is Jake Murphy. He was the one that initially got me to do that. I worked with him for going on like a year. So he basically was doing an exercise. I was doing like a low to high row with a chest support, and he's like, "You feel that? You feel that? Squeeze my hand together." That's what kicked it off.
I like that.
And that's how necessarily I started. The guidance and followed his, entrusted him with his workout routines and stuff like that. And then I got his guidance and then became a trainer myself. So, but with that, that feeling of the mind-muscle connection, that actual feeling of doing it myself, I'm stuck with it, and I've been doing it with all my clients, doing it with my partners, to this day now. And I would say one more, benefit of a gym partner is the sense of excitement and like joy and the amount of fun that you guys can actually have in the gym. Now, I do go back and forth with having fun and taking the gym very serious, because now I see like groups of kids having a lot of fun, a lot more fun. I don't know, I guess. A lot more fun than working out. But even so, when I did it, and I still do it to this day, I still make it a point to enjoy myself and have a lot of fun. Even if I'm having a bad day, I'm still trying to, bring the light into the workout and still enjoy the time while being there, because it is our free time, our free space. So you should make the best time of it. But again, know that there's a lot of other people around. So if you are in a public gym, be cautious of those people.
Right. There's definitely a balance between work and play.
Yeah.
And I feel like we balanced that very well when we worked out together. Like you saw in our videos, whenever I cut up like one of our Road to Syracuse videos, there was a lot of times where you and I are just dying laughing. And as we're working out, like I remember one time just making fun of you because, let's do 2 plays, it'll be easy. And we're just cracking up laughing. But we're also getting the work done. So one of the things that you said, I agree, like that motivation, that excitement, that synergy that plays off each other, especially if you have a good workout partner. I've been guilty of being a bad workout partner where I almost was jealous of my workout partner because I had gym partners that just progressed way faster than me, and it was very frustrating. And that was an internal battle I had with myself, that rather than take accountability for my actions, take accountability for the fact that I'm not sleeping enough, I'm not eating enough, I'm not working out hard enough, I put that more on them and definitely harbored a little bit of resentment. But over time, it's something that I learned that now I'm so excited, and it's something that is so infectious about you, is your genuine joy when other people grow and other people are progressing. Like I remember when I did my first show, I finished my stairs, I'm walking away from the Stairmaster, and you're just shaking your head with a big shit-eating grin. And you're like, this kid's motivation, he's always working, he's always grinding. You were with a client, you're like, this guy's insane. Like, the genuine motivation you have, and always hyping people up, and always, like, that synergy that you give off is something that's so excellent and what you should be looking at a workout partner. And then so before we talk about cons and go into that, I do want to say that all these pros are great for a workout partner, and I understand that it is hard. Not everyone has like-minded friends that want to work out, or maybe they have different schedules and they can't work out together, or maybe you guys are at totally different levels, or you have different goals. Like maybe you're trying to be a bodybuilder, but your friend is trying to be a powerlifter, and you guys can get some workouts in, but overall, if you both want to grow in your sport, or if you're an athlete even, you might have to train differently than your partner, than your friend. And that's why we come in as personal trainers. We are friends for hire. We're gym buddies for hire, and we're there to motivate you, to excite you. We're here to make sure you're growing, make sure you're doing everything properly, and helping to build you along the way. So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that that's what personal trainers are here for. It's a great alternative to a workout buddy if you don't have someone that you have that can train at your level or can train at your time. One of my clients, he says, honestly, if I had a workout partner, I really wouldn't be going for a personal trainer, but I need that accountability of someone. That's why because he knows what he's doing. He knows what to do. He has all the stuff. He just needs the accountability.
Yeah, I had my guy 5 times a week last year, every single day, just because he needed somebody right there in front of him. He wanted to learn the machine. He wanted to do all that stuff too, but he needed somebody in front of him, and then we built a really good relationship, and now I consider him one of my friends. And I just wanted to touch base on training with the partners, like you were saying, that can't fit your routine, or you guys have different training styles. It does fall into, that does happen very often than not. So when I even first started the gym, for example, it was with 2 of my buddies, and we would reach out, we would connect, and then it would end up being that we would meet up at the gym at midnight, and then we'd go. And that just didn't work out for a long period of time. It fell down to 2 of us, and then it just fell down to just me. And then from there, I started asking a bunch of my friends, old teammates, if they wanted to start coming in, getting the community involved, and it was like really, really fun. But then it kind of died down, you know what I mean? They stopped coming, or it became, Quan, can you teach me? Quan, can you teach me? And that is something that I was, taking on. I was doing it. I was learning. I was going through the ropes with personal training and stuff. So obviously I want to get back. But comes a point where I want to have a workout partner as well. I'm bringing you guys in to have fun and enjoy the workout, but I'm not also trying to train you and teach you every single thing about the said workout. So if you don't know anything about training, that's on my end. I will take care of that. But if you have a different training style, it's okay. We could just go through the workout, or I could try your workout and do that too. So understand that your partners are different than you, I would say, most definitely.
I like that. You're 100% right. It's so different working out with someone versus training someone.
Yeah.
While you're working out, it's such a different dynamic. It's something like, because your brain is on. Like, I love when we train because one of us can take the lead and one of us can just relax and do the workout, and we alternate. So every time it's, who's leading this one? You're leading this one.
Yeah.
And then I got next week.
So I guess I was speaking to the more advanced lifters. I guess that like kind of, have a groove and know what they're doing. Necessarily, it can become. Follow the leader type of thing.
Especially if you're trying to get a workout partner, this might be something that bothers you, and let's start off cons with that. Having someone that's at the con of having a workout partner is you guys might be at different levels. So you might have a friend who wants to work out with you because you've been working out for a while. He's like, I gotta get in the gym, bro. Let's work out together. Let's get a lift in. We get this all the time as personal trainers. Yeah, let's get a workout in. Let's get a lift in. And it's people that are just trying to get into the gym, and you guys are at totally different levels, so it's going to dramatically change your workout. Now, my fiance has been training with me for the past couple months, and in the beginning, I was training her. I was showing her how to do things, and I still watch her form and all that. But once she got more accustomed, I said, "Listen, buckle up, because you're about to do my workouts. Obviously, you're doing different weights, different sets, but you're about to go into a very hypertrophy-based training." And I also explained to her that once I go into this cut, I might have to train you, and I might have to work out on my own or with Quan, because now it's a totally different animal. Training a lot of general strength in the beginning. When I was on off season, I had a little more play, so I could train in a more general style to also fit her abilities and her custom and her what she wants. But now it's a different lifestyle. Now it's a different training style entirely. So it's going to change how I work out. It's going to change how I need to focus. So it's going to be more, I'm going to train with someone that I can actually train with at the same level, rather than training with her who's at a very different level. So that's something to consider. It's one big con is you might have someone who's at a different level than you, and that's going to hinder your workout, because you're either going to be constantly dropping the weights, or you're going to be teaching them. And it's going to be more brain power and more work than actually getting in your workout and getting the most out of it.
That push. Most definitely. I would say my biggest is the time consumption. How much time it takes up after you realize you walked in the gym at 9 o'clock in the morning and now it's 12 p.m. and you're still there. I fell victim to it many times. And I still see people falling victim to it now to this day. But now I'm an advocate for an hour and 30 minutes or 45-minute workout. So I get mine done pretty quick and easy now, so I don't really do that too much. But with a partner, it can get extended because it's 2 or 3 people at the set or doing however many reps they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that goes back to the gaggle of kids that you always see, the 4 or 5 high schoolers that come in. And listen, I'm glad you're here, but you guys gotta focus. You guys are cracked out on way too much pre-workout. You're overstiffed because you thought that dry scooping 3 scoops was a good idea because you saw it on TikTok, and now you're so overstimulated. And I'm guilty of this. And I used to go with 3 or 4 guys. We all used to train together, and they got a little silly. They got a little goofy, and they were on way too much pre-workout. And I was guilty of it too, but after a while, I started dialing in. I had to kind of corral these boys in.
Yeah.
But if you, I see groups that are very efficient. They take up 1 bench. They alternate on that 1 bench. They're very respectful. And I don't want to say if you see a group of kids, then it's a wash for your workout. But you are going to see, one downside is the more people you have, it's going to extend your time. So if you have a 45-minute workout, 2 people doing a 45-minute workout, an hour 30, 3 people doing a 45-minute workout, 2 hours. And now, what are some negatives of spending too much time in the gym? What do you find is a downside?
So my biggest negative is your own time and space. So now, I started taking more into play for myself. I really like my own time and my family time and my home time. Just being home and outside of work and not out, with my friends, all that stuff. Being home, the type of stuff that I value, and being able to do those things. That's something that is a negative when you're spending too much time in the gym, because you are, again, I was saying before, it is your own space, it is your time. So you don't want to spend too much of it, doing one thing. You want to they say stay productive, stay active. And yeah, you're being active, but you're also doing only the gym for 3 hours instead of an hour and 30 minutes, when you could do, say, for example, you could do the gym in the morning and then go home, make meal preps right after. And that would take up 2 hours instead of 2 hours of just the workout, for example. So there's so many things that you could be doing with the time that you have. So be quick and efficient with the time that you have, so that you could get more things done throughout the day. They say do the things that make you happy, and that's what I would like to do and be able to do with the time that I have that is free. So, make it make sense with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Another big thing that comes with spending too long in the gym is now you're eating into your recovery time. So I used to do 3-4 hour workouts in the middle of the night, so I wouldn't get home until 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm messing up my sleep schedule. I am pushing off time that I could have been eating and recovering better, drinking more water, or just, like you said, having free time to do other things. So like when I was doing 2 days, so literally my whole day was work and gym. So I would work out in the morning, go to work out at night, sleep, wake up and do it again. I had no life for maybe a year or two that I did that. And both those workouts, I would spend way too much time in the gym. And honestly, if you're spending too much time in the gym, you're either not doing enough or doing too much.
Yeah, exactly.
You're either sitting and talking, or on your phone, or talking to members, or going and looking into space, and you're not working out at an efficient level. Now, I understand resting in between sets, especially when it's heavier sets, and if you have more of a powerlifting, strength training focus, you do need a longer rest period. But guys like me and you that are hypertrophy based.
Trust me, I get a good amount of rest when I do my workouts, but I try and get up and be quick and efficient now. But I used to sit down, pick up my phone now, try and stay off the phones and do, just minimal stuff outside the workout. Just try and stay locked in. Line of concentration, something that I do say as soon as you walk into the gym. Me being that I work here and that I'm already inside the gym, it's already applied. So line of concentration, as soon as we walk into the gym, there's nothing that's going to, impact the mood or change the day.
Right, absolutely. And I was thinking about it, if our job was an appointment based where I need to have my phone on me at all times, I would go as far as getting an old iPod, and I would literally put all my music on that, or like an iTouch that has Spotify or anything like that. I would do that so that I can't get distracted, because I am so bad. Like, I'll be thinking like, oh, I can make this video, I can do this, let me look at this, let me look this up, and I'll find myself like minutes in between sets. So it's burning my time. My time is precious. I need to make sure I have my workout in. So that is a downside of having a workout partner too, is you guys can both get distracted. One is on your phone in between sets, the other one's not paying attention. I had a friend who he used to get really high before his workout, and he swore up and down that he was really he was like, I'm so much better working out when I'm high, and he was the worst, because I'd be in the middle of my set, and he'd go,
funny.
Yo, I'm listening to Many Men by 50 Cent right now.
He's bugging.
He's so cracked. He was just so gone, and he was so unfocused. And so you can get so easily distracted, and if you guys start talking about something, you guys talk about obviously you're friends, you're here for each other, and we have conversations, and we talk about things that are going on in our lives, but at the end of the day, we're still getting the work done. But it's so easy. It's very easy to get distracted.
Get lost in the sauce.
Absolutely. I have that problem with my clients. There are clients that just want to talk. They'll stop, and I gotta corral them into a workout. I like what you did yesterday.
Literally, I had to do this yesterday. I'm like, you won't be able to talk if you're squeezing your core and you're contracting and breathing all at the same time. You won't be able to talk. So, and that's how I had her calm down and hold off her sentences, because I love her to death, but she blabbers on the entire time, and the whole hour I was with her. She did not stop talking. Only time she was quiet was in between sets, and that was because I had to tell her, you won't be able to talk. She tried saying her sentences the whole time through. It's insane. But yeah, it's like that. It's like that sometimes. It's like that.
What's another con of having a gym bro? We kind of talked about it before. Animosity and jealousy could definitely rear its ugly head where you don't want to see your gym partner progress.
No, that is something that you can fall into. Having partners that do not want to see the best for you, aren't necessarily giving you that push, aren't motivating you to be better, and or look at you in a different light than you would perceive. Look at you in a light that you perceive better for yourself, right?
They would look at you in a light that
look at you in a
they would
light.
perceive you in a way that you don't perceive yourself.
Yes.
I had you.
Yes.
It was there. Just a little jumble.
Yes, that's very good.
I got you.
Say that again.
They'll perceive you in a way.
Save that. Save that. Send that whole clip.
You're so stupid.
That whole clip.
They'll perceive you in a way that you don't see yourself.
Yeah, so basically they'll perceive you in a way that you don't see yourself. And if that's the case, you'll never necessarily succeed with that partner. You guys should be on an equal playing field, whether if one's better, one weighs more, one has more muscle, or not. Once you guys walk in, you guys are all on the same team, equal playing field. I say it now to my clients, to people that I meet in the gym that just started, people that have been training, big bodybuilders. We're all on the same journey or just different path. But we're all here doing the same thing. We're all trying to become better in a different way, in a different shape or form. We're all trying to improve our health and performance as well. So it falls into the category of athletes, performance-based trainers, and then just casual gym goers. Every single one of us, we're all looking to do the same thing. So that's why I say it.
Absolutely. Another con. Yeah, no, I couldn't agree with you more. I definitely had that struggle. Because I've always trained with people that were bigger than me. Always. Like, I'm 5'7", 5'8", and when I tell you that a majority of my workout partners have been 6'3", 6'4", 6'1", 6 foot, all previous athletes, all like twice my size, all progressing a lot faster than me. All like there were all these variables that would always make me. I always had the juggling act between I would go one way where it really debilitated me, it really made me like feel very inferior, and then changing that mentality to getting more excited and getting more competitive and getting more motivated to work harder. That was why I was excited that you dropped in the same division as me, and that's why anytime I'm trying to bring people in to do bodybuilding and to do men's physique specifically, it's all people that are significantly bigger than me, significantly stronger. Because I want steep competition. I want to stack the deck against myself so that I can really push myself to the point of where I need to grow stronger. I need to get bigger. I need to make myself a better bodybuilder, a better athlete, a better trainer. Another big con is the same as the pro, which is a spotter. You might have a gym partner that's not a good spotter. You might need to really, if you don't really know how to communicate how you want to be spotted, that's a big part of it. You need to make sure you express to your gym partner. Don't just assume that they're going to know how to spot you, because everyone spots a little bit differently. We are going to explain best practices and show you guys how to actually do it. We'll actually probably record videos and overlay them so that we can talk about it. But, like, perfect example is the bench press. Some people prefer being held at the wrist. Some people prefer being held at the elbows. Do they want lift off? Do they not want lift off? How close do they want you when you're spotting for a squat? All those things are very important, and if your partner doesn't know how to do that properly for you, then it could lead you to injury or missing a PR or not getting everything out of your workout.
Yeah, so most definitely make sure that you are locked in and focused, but having that partner also locked in and focused, and also being available and ready to give you that spot. So if you have a partner that's not there for you, doesn't seem to be a good partner. You know what I mean? If you're going for a rep and they're pulling out their phone and your arm starts shaking, you need to get a new partner.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They don't care about your well-being to a point where they want to see you do well. They want to. No, I don't think anyone wants to watch you fail when you're in the gym, but if your partner's not there to help, they kind of want to watch you fail. So that's not the best.
No, yeah, that reminds me of a story. It's funny now, but it definitely wasn't funny in the moment. I used to work out at Planet Fitness, and we were just learning how to bench. We were doing the Smith machine, and we were maybe 4 or 5 deep. It was a bunch of us, and I was spotting everyone because I was actively trying to. I was learning how to be a spotter. I wanted to make sure everyone was doing everything correctly, and I could tell that everyone else was on their phones, distracted, on way too much pre-workout, and I went to go get a drink of water. I'm like, all right, guys, my boy's about to spot. You got him? Yeah, I got him. I walk away. Literally, it's maybe like 50 feet to go get I got a sip of water. I come back, and bro is pinned. It's on his chest. He messed up his shoulder, and I went, yo! And all of a sudden, the dude is directly above him went, oh, shoot. And then grabbed it. Like, he was not paying attention at all. He was in hyperspace. And my boy had to actually rehab his shoulder for a little while because I think he came in too close, and he just bent his shoulder a funny way. Yeah, and it came down, and thankfully we weren't going that heavy, so I think it was maybe like 185, nothing crazy, nothing like real dangerous, but it was dangerous because he couldn't get it off his chest.
Yeah, wow. No, that's insane. And that does happen. That happens more often than not, you know what I mean? We think that our partners are actually with us when they're not with us. And, you know, either we're not listening to them or they're not listening to us. So we got to be on the same page when we are picking our partners and going for, you know, an optimal workout.
Yeah. And it's different if it's like a warm-up set and they're hanging out over you and, you know, obviously you have it, but they're there, but they're on their phone. I don't really care about that. But if you know it's going to be a set that you're going to struggle with, you know, I look up and make sure they're not on their phone. Because I've had it where I look up, the guy's good, he's with me, 2-3 reps in, I'm struggling on that 4th rep, I look up, he's not paying attention at all, and I'm like, yo, like...
Yeah, no, and I've definitely had to do stuff like that. I've definitely fell victim to being that bad spotter as well, being
absolutely.
that bad partner. But it just falls down to what side of the coin do you want to play when you're in the gym. So, and I want to be heads up at all times. So, I want to be there for myself and for my partner. You know, but get a good workout in. That's all that I care about. You know, I'm trying to get big out here.
I like that. What did you just say?
I'm trying to be heads up.
Yeah, you're trying to be heads up. It depends on what side of the coin you're trying to be heads up. I like that.
Trying to be heads up, baby.
Man, I don't have anything else to say after that. That's a solid way to end it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please let us know by liking down below. Always be sure to subscribe so we know that you're going to see the next video. Hit that bell button so you get notified. New videos are every Tuesday at 10. We're going to try and get a little more bonus content now, trying to do more stuff like that. You're going to see a lot more of us on my channel because we're going to be doing the 16-week Big Apple Chronicles.
Yeah,
very excited for that.
Look out for that.
By the time this drops, we should be 2 weeks in. If you're listening on Spotify, thank you so much. Or if you're watching on Spotify, thank you so much. If you have anything you want us to talk about, any topics specifically, make sure to comment them down below. And like I said, if you guys have any workout videos that seem a little fishy or you don't really know what if they're accurate or not, always our ads going to be down here. Make sure to send them to us and ask us about them. We'll probably give you an answer right there, but then we'll go into more detail on a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later.